Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Now, Terence Crawford and Canelo. Obviously, people are, losing their minds right now. Just at the idea and the announcement that Terence Crawford and Canelo agree on a date and a venue, and the talks about them fighting just continue to get better and better. Now, this is what I want. This is what I don't understand. They're at the later stages in their careers. We know Canelo sounds like he wants to keep moving forward as far as fighting in the squared circle. Crawford sounds like this could be his last fight. But what I want to know is, before Crawford goes up to fight the Canelo, the currently unified world champion at 168 pounds, which is just going to be a really big opportunity and moment for Crawford if he can beat Canelo. I favor Canelo in the fight, but I think Crawford has what it takes. I think Crawford's going to get him. I just have a feeling Canelo's going to find himself struggling to track him down. But nonetheless, this is the biggest opportunity of Crawford's career. For Canelo, it's probably be the biggest payday of his career. So for both of them, this is going to be a first. However, I want to know is who is Crawford going to fight? Because we know Canelo's going to he's going to for sure fight somebody before he fights Crawford. He always does that. The fight's supposed to take place in September. But when it comes to Crawford, we really got to take a look at what Crawford's doing. Now, if he's going up to 168 pounds, I don't think you just fight somebody at 154 and then you decide you're going to put on weight to go fight Canelo at 168, which I doubt Crawford comes in the ring at 168. But I'm thinking you're probably in your next fight, which I think Crawford has to have a fight to kind of stay busy. He took a fight against Alvarez just to stay busy before he got in the ring with Spence. Spence chose not to do that. But in this case, I'm thinking Crawford should probably bubble up to 160 pounds. Now, when you look at 160, you got to understand, okay, if he fights somebody and gets hit or gets hurt or gets cut or whatever, that derails plans for Canelo. Crawford may decide to play it safe and not fight anybody. But at 160, we definitely know he doesn't want to go and fight Adam Canuli. He don't want to fight Shiraz. Adam is, these guys have fights coming up anyway. Lara could be interesting, but I don't know if he messed with him. Eubank Jr., it sounds like he and, what's his name, are going to fight. Conor Ben. And then these other names here, right? Shane Mosley Jr., I think he would get raked across the coals for fighting Shane Mosley Jr., but Shane Mosley Jr. will fight you. Y'all got a Shane Mosley Jr. like 6'1", 6'2", he will fight you. That won't be an easy fight. But I'm going to be honest with you. When I'm looking at the names out here, Emma Williams, Zarafa, I'll be honest with you. I don't think, let me come down here to 154. Let me get rid of this damn thing. I don't know what Crawford's going to do. It comes back to what we were talking about. Lubin, man, when I'm looking at these names of fighters out here, from 154 to 160, I don't think Crawford's going to fight anybody. I think Crawford's going to sit back and just wait for the Canelo fight. I do. I just have a feeling. Xander Zayas, Conwell. Look, they have good fighters at 154, man. None of these guys are easy fights for Terence Crawford. And he has that WBA strap. Now we just got to figure it out. Who is he going to fight as a stay busy fight? That's what we got to figure out, because you just never know when it comes to these fighters who's going to decide they want to show up and show out and possibly upset the apple cart and clip Crawford. Him coming to 168 to take a fight at 168, all these guys are going to be licking their chops and trying to take Crawford's head off if he fights anybody at 168. So, in my opinion, I don't think Crawford's going to fight anybody before he goes to fight Canelo at 168. If he does, I don't know who it's going to be, but when I'm looking at the names, I think they're just too much of a risk of him getting himself hurt. I mean, September, so January, so you figure February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 8 months from now. January, February, March, April, May. So around May, he should be fighting, which Canelo will fight. Then June, July, August, September. But Crawford's been out the ring so long already. It's crazy. Anyway, that's what we need to figure out. But I'm curious to see what Crawford has to say. But I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls an Earl Spence. And what I mean by that is Earl Spence chose to stay inactive until he got in the ring with Crawford. I wouldn't be surprised if Crawford chooses to stay inactive until he gets in the ring with Canelo. And then whatever happens, happens, and, he retires. But I can't see him fighting anybody. I just don't see it. When I'm looking at the names, I don't see it. I don't see it. Canelo will fight, but Crawford, he won't do it. I don't think he'll do it. But if he does announce a name, I'll be curious to see who he selects. But I don't think he will. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Last two fights. First fight, I don't know. He may not do it. Second fight's Canelo. Then Crawford's gonna retire. But that first fight before Canelo, as a stay busy fight, I have a feeling he's not gonna fight anybody when I really look at these names out here. There's killers out there. Killers out there. And any day, any of those guys could beat Crawford. So y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.